Today I want to talk about reporting and how to make it your secret superpower for getting stuff done, driving sales, driving results. And this doesn't matter whether you're in the agency world, like we are, or in the private sector. Because the truth about effective stakeholder management is that people don't like making decisions. What they like is to feel entirely in control, and when they feel in control, they think they'll be happy to make a decision. But this isn't the way that it actually works out. I can't tell you how many times I've heard in the advertising world, oh, well, show us some results, and when everything's working perfectly or well, then we'll spend more. On the face of it, that sounds like it should be logical, but if you actually investigate it, it makes zero sense at all. Because if everything was working, you wouldn't need to do anything, spend anything, invest in anything. And those people that say that never do. There's also very few of them, I should add. So how can you use reporting to, instead of just be a burden where you tick the boxes every month or however often you do it, to actually being your superpower for getting things done? I want to talk about two secret things. One, a report should never just be numbers. If it's numbers, you're doing it wrong. A report is a story, or as one of the most influential marketing teachers I ever had, Jane Carroll, used to say, the so what. And we talk about this with our team a lot. Whenever you do, say, write anything, before you send it to the client, question, so what? If I read this, what does it mean? What is the actionable insight? And what I want to encourage you to do in all of your reporting, no matter, again, if it's agency world or private sector, is to treat reporting like a story. Now, contrary to what business owners will tell you, they don't actually want to know everything. In fact, it would be highly counterproductive for them to sit down and try to know everything. And as we know, the brain can hold 7 bits of information at one time. You're probably already balancing 5 or 6 things right now. So to give you 20 more things to try to rationalize and wrap your head around just won't work. Here's what will. One actionable insight. Sure, do 2 or 3 if they're really, really important, but approach reporting like telling a good story. And a good story has one point. A good joke, has one punchline. Why do those things work? Well, they work because exactly what I said before, our brain is consumed with other things. So when you're giving a report, sure, have your slide about the top line numbers. Are we trending in the right direction or the wrong direction? But what is the one thing you noticed from the data? You noticed from the analytics, you noticed from anywhere, talking to the staff, that really is surprising, interesting, and here's the so what, you can do something with. Now add that to the slide of your report. Odds are clients will not want to act on it, even if it's a fantastic idea. Why? Well, we're humans. We are programmed not to walk into change. We resist it. Again, I can't tell you how many clients I have where we've got tons and tons of great ideas. We talk about it with them and they say, yeah, I'll think about it. Well, now you're stuck in a really tough situation because the next month of reporting comes around, and what do? Do you just have the same recommendations that sit there? Do you change them up for the sake of it? What do you do? This is where you use reporting to be your superpower of stakeholder management. Ask for a resolution. Hey, we've got spot on our reporting for 3 recommendations. I want to know by the end of this meeting what we're going to do with at least one of these so that we can free up space to bring the next item in. Mr. Client, do you want to action this or do you want to scrap this permanently? Now you see what I'm doing with this. I'm forcing them into a situation because if I'm nice, if I'm empathetic, some might say, then I'm just going to keep fueling ideas with no resolution. And you know what happens when you get no resolution? Nothing. This is the eternal enemy of every marketer. Great intention, no action. So when you're going through the report, present one thing. And if they don't make a decision on it, okay, next week, present, or next month, present that one thing and your one other. If you get to 3, no more. Client, you must make a decision. Now, I would do this every month anyway, but put them in a situation where they have to make a decision or this gets taken off the table. Psychologically, what's going on here is that you are creating a scarcity. Don't be fooled. Don't be thinking I'm talking about solely me making money. I am not. I only put on the recommendations what is good for the client. But what is good for the client doesn't mean it has their full attention. It doesn't mean that they're going to say yes right away. And that's where it's our job to use a little bit of salesmanship, a little bit of psychology to push them along. And as they succeed because of your suggestions, because of the work that you're driving, everyone is going to win. That's how you make reporting your superpower. Have a think about it. Let me know. Write me some comments below. Tell me, does this change your opinion on what you've been doing with reporting? If you're the one receiving reports, would this make a difference to the way you receive them? And I'm really interested in this, what do you think your obligation is to your client in terms of getting them to take the next step in marketing? I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Be well.